And this hole, you don't glue this hole full.
Let's spray the outrigger.
I'm from Finland. Take it out.
Hi, I am Sami and I want to be Overlander. But first I revealed my ego. Hello and welcome to Wanna Be Overlander YouTube channel. And this episode we are going to masking this car, spraying some adhesion primer, stone chip protection and some kind of full primer which I blended with the top coat.
So now this is already masked and covered for the painting. I'm going to put some welding primer all areas where see metal. Then I can put the body sealant there, and you see it's a inner area is also covered like this, so I can paint the floors. That is the job today. Red primer there and then put the body sealants. So let's continue this work. So I have this adhesion primer. I think it's in English, Germany name half primer. And I'm mixing it about here they say 50%, but you can make it thinner. So I have maybe 60%, 65% this solvent here, and now I'm going to put it in the gun.
So now we have to clean this with this silicone remover solvent, so I don't know how I can reach to the other side. I need to use this carpet. This is on the t-shirt. All the floor. This very smelly stuff. So there is something definitely come off. Yeah. Oh, I'm going to do this kind of cleaning all everywhere, undercarriage and every spots where I need to put some primer. And this time I'm going to put the primer only where I see this bare metal. So then I put the body sealant, and another day I'm continuing with stone chip protection and something like that, but I'm not going to filming for you for only cleaning car.
Okay, now we have primer here, and next I'm going to put this polyurethane seam sealer to those places where I welded. Now it's got primer everywhere. This is very messy job. I know more times you touch it, it's not going to be so smooth anymore, but for my opinion it's necessary to use scrub it all the way in the holes, so it's gonna be watertight 100%. If I make too long joints, the problem is it starts getting a little bit dry, so it's not going so smooth anymore, because you need lots of time for spreading it, and I want to make it two-way all the time, so it's gonna seal all holes in there. So I think this is quite okay. It gets quite smooth surface anyway. So that it's for this place. Quite hard to try to glue this joint here. You just need to put enough glue there and then brushing it up and down and hope it closed all gaps there. Then try to brushing it. First I do like this, I attach to all area. There are still some bubbles, but okay, now it's about. And last touch I'm going to do with my thing. Meaning of this is I can feel it my thing. Yeah, it's quite smooth, I can say. Probably better than another side. And this hole, you don't glue this hole full because it's released the water from the inside fender. So this way and this way allows the water come out from the fender. Of course, it also leaves the area where the mud goes in, but if you fill these holes, it's never dry inside. Okay, next thing is I'm going to seal this outrigger. So let's glue it. I'm gonna put a lot of glue here. Close all this ugly joint. More area you cover this, then it starts to drying quick too. And it's not easy to make a smooth surface, but I think it's not a big problem. Okay, and then you just use this brush again. I remember there was very thick layer, original. I hate this glue. It was very rough by factory too. You can see it now here. I get welded there and now it's glued there. It's quite messy, but it's done. Okay, that's it. So now we have this body sealant here, joint sealant, spread it everywhere, every joints, and I think more than what the factory had. And as you see here, all areas quite dark here. All areas where I welded, I put this sealant here so the water not go much between the two metal layers. And now I want to spray this Dinitral corrosion protection stone chip protection. This is overpaintable plastic paste, so I'm going to use this here, these areas and the fender arches, and I'm going to use it here on the car as they have in the factory. You see this thick layer. I'm going to spray it everywhere here, so get the new thicker layer, and it's elastic. This old one is very drying already, so it's gonna reduce the noise and heat and cover the metal surface from the stone chips. So let's make some small maskings here, and then I'll show you how I spray it. Okay, I'm going to show you a couple of masking tricks. So if you don't want to have a sharp edge, like we are going to spray that stone chip protection here, so I use this reverse side masking tape. So I put the tape this way, and then I turn this lid up, so then there is not a sharp edge. Another trick is areas like this where the sharp edge is not a problem. You masking, put the paper first and leave a few millimeters gap there. So now I can use another tape here, which I'm going to leave here like this, just over the another tape, and then you turn this edge like this, so you have a place where you can grip and pull it out. So when you spray, the layer is still a little bit wet, then you take out this, and it's gonna be slippery when there is that stone chip protection. So then you can tear the last tape off easy, and you have a nice clean edge. So here I'm going to have a little bit going behind the corner here. I need to make some special tapes here, so I can have nice edge here, soft edge. This is the old school style. Now you can use also that foam tape. I can show you later. I use that foam tape in the wheel arch because it's you can turn it smoother than this masking tape. So this is here. So okay, let's see how this wheel arch can masking. So first, I don't know yet how I do it, but I have some kind of idea. So I need to cut it first far enough, something like that. So I'm going to make this ship protection quite far than actually fender arch. This is 30mm foam tape. This is new style. This is not the old school anymore. So I'm going to use this in the fender arch. I want to have here smooth finishing edge like this. I want it round, but have a look what happens. It's not need to be very wide, but I want it over this area. So I think it's gonna be like this. I can shoot it here all the way, and it's not have a deep edge. So let's see how it goes. So then we need to shaping it. Like this, I'm going to do my wheel arch. So I can spray in here about 2 layers and 1 layer this side. So then it's got the protection outside too, and I don't need to use Bondo there. And here, so I have 6 bottles this stone chip protection, and this is a 1 liter, 1 box, and I don't know how much I can use it. Probably I need to save 1 bottle for the door panels. I think I'm going to put some layer in the lower parts of door, and I'm gonna use this SATA gun, spray gun. Here in this nozzle you can adjust how much it takes suction here. So you keep it more in, it takes less, and you open it more, it sprays more. And they say here to use 4 to 6 bars. So I adjust my air to 5 bars. So let's see what is gonna happen. And this needs to be shaken well before use. I don't ever use this dinitro stuff, so let's see how this works. Yeah, it's this kind of stuff. This is very messy when you need to clean the gun, so that's why I don't want to do it many times. Let's see how it works.
Okay, so I'm going to make some test spray, see how it is, what kind of surface it makes. Yeah, it's just fine. So I don't need to make any adjustments. Let's start from here. I don't spray this all floor, just the specific places. Exactly like a factory made. So this is just fine. So now I lift the car up and I start the undercarriage. Inside car is ready. Okay, let's spray the outrigger. So that kind of stuff. I put the 6th canister in here to use, and let's see, do we have enough to finish this job, or do I need to continue another day to go buy more this one? So let's see how this goes. It's a little bit rough surface, but I try to make it rugged car. So this side is like this. So let's take off this masking tape here. Let's see. I'm not going to take off all maskings because I want to make some primer in here more. I don't know what about this stuff. Is it sandable? But I can try it later if I can smoothen a little bit those edges. But it's okay for me. Is it exactly what I'm looking for this car? So now there is some stone chip protection in the corner, in the edges, and this blended edge. So I think this is going to be just fine. When you paint it with the car body color, you don't actually see those very well, those edges.
Okay, the overview. Let's check the results. It's still, I feel it's a little bit soft, so we need to leave it drying here. We have a quite thick surface, and these rocker panels here, they are just looking fine, I think so. And under chassis I make there not 100% coverage, but I try to make it those places where we sandblasted the old one off. I'm spraying 6 bottles, so it's take lots of stuff. I could have 10 bottles and still I can spray all here. I think so. I think it's fine now. Next thing is I'm going to spray it with some color. So that color what I'm going to spray here, it's some kind of bottom color also, but I'm going to use it, blend it a little bit like a car body color, so you cannot see there later any more red and gray and many different colors. So then I'm spraying this all the same color. But you see those welding places? Now if there is layers like this, it's looking quite smooth. I could have a little bit thicker layer here, but as it always, you don't have enough. And these outriggers, and this corner was very rusty, so I spray it over like this. So that's it for this phase of paint job, and next thing is I'm going to spray that non-stop adhesion primer. That is for the new parts. Usually people use that for new parts, but I'm going to use it here because it's have a very good adhesion and some kind of rust protection too, and it's gonna be almost like a body color. So when the last paint job coming, it's much easier. Now I'm going to put some kind of fill primer here, and I had an old Opel acrylic color which I use for shading this. I have a white base color and I'm shading it 10% with this, so I can a little bit get closer original color. I don't know how much I need to use a thinner here. I'm start to put the first layer. I can see what I need to do for this. So let's put it this with the filter in my spray gun. So let's go see. I need to climb in here.
I'm going to paint it 2 layer anyway here. I'm going to leave this as a primary color. That's why I'm shading this. I'm going to leave this here. Yeah, looking good. How I'm going to paint that second time? So I need to paint this area second time before I can this area first time. Otherwise it's not possible to paint.
Now the interior and the exterior panels are painted. My bottom color is now here, but I need to still paint under the chassis. But remember, this I'm going to sanding later. That means I don't need to anymore. If I paint this finished under the body, under the chassis, then I don't need to go do anything under there anymore. Of course I make some rust prevent, but this is good because it's almost same color like a car original color. So now it's done. It's have a new fresh bottom color everywhere. Then I'm going to make some cavity wax coating there anyway, and I think that black tarmac coating I trying to put in here, the fender pots. So the floor is very sticky, as you listen, but it's already dry and it's very nice surface now. I'm like a clown now. I have a mask painted in my face. So I'm going to end this video here, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. It costs nothing. And next video probably I'm going to tear out the axles. I need to make some disassembles there before I sandblasting them. Then I can going to paint them and then change bushings. But it can take a little bit time because I don't have so much time for do this car right now. So thank you for watching and see you in next video.
Thank you for watching and see you in next episode.